Have you ever felt that spark, that instant connection with someone, and wondered what on earth is happening inside your body? Is it magic? Is it fate? Well, it's actually a whole lot of science. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating and sometimes bizarre science of attraction and arousal. Let's peel back the layers and see what's really going on when you feel in the mood. It all starts not in your heart, but in your brain. Specifically, in a tiny almond-sized region called the hypothalamus. Think of the hypothalamus as the master control center for your body's most primal drives. When you see someone you find attractive, your eyes send signals straight to this command center. In response, the hypothalamus unleashes a powerful cocktail of neurochemicals. The first and most famous one is dopamine. This is your brain's reward chemical, the same one that gets released when you eat your favorite food or achieve a goal. It creates feelings of pleasure, focus, and intense motivation. It's the dopamine rush that makes you feel giddy, energized, and almost obsessed with the person you're attracted to. You can't stop thinking about them, and you crave more of that feeling. That's dopamine at work, essentially telling your brain, hey, this is good, let's get more of this. But dopamine doesn't work alone. The hypothalamus also signals the pituitary gland to release oxytocin and vasopressin. Oxytocin is often nicknamed the cuddle chemical, or the bonding hormone. It's released during physical touch, like hugging or holding hands, and it fosters feelings of trust, intimacy, and connection. It's what helps turn that initial spark of attraction into a deeper emotional bond. Vasopressin plays a similar role, promoting long-term attachment and protective behaviors. So, that feeling of wanting to be close to someone and protect them? You can thank these hormones for that. This chemical cascade also triggers the release of adrenaline from your adrenal glands. This is the fight-or-flight hormone. It's why your heart starts beating faster, your palms get sweaty, and you might even feel a little shaky when you're around someone you like. Your body is literally in a state of high alert and excitement. It's a physiological response that says, something important is happening here. This mix of dopamine, oxytocin, and adrenaline is what creates that intense, butterflies in your stomach feeling of falling for someone. It's a powerful and sometimes overwhelming experience, driven entirely by your brain's complex chemistry. But it's not just about what's happening inside your head. Your other senses are playing a huge role, especially your sense of smell. You might think you're just picking up on their perfume or cologne, but your nose is doing something far more sophisticated on a subconscious level. It's detecting pheromones and something called the major histocompatibility complex, or MHC. Now, what in the world is that? The MHC is a set of genes that controls your immune system. Every person has a unique MHC profile, which influences their natural body odor. Studies have shown that we are subconsciously attracted to the scent of people whose MHC is different from our own. Why? From a biological standpoint, mating with someone with a different immune system profile gives potential offspring a more diverse and robust immune system, increasing their chances of survival. Think about the famous sweaty t-shirt experiment. In this study, women were asked to smell t-shirts worn by different men for 2 days. Overwhelmingly, they rated the scents of men with different MHC genes as more attractive. So, when you feel like you just click with someone's natural scent, it's not just in your head. Your nose is acting as a high-tech genetic compatibility detector, steering you towards a good biological match without you even realizing it. It's a primal instinct that has been guiding partner selection for thousands of years. It's your biology playing matchmaker, and it's a pretty effective one at that. So we have brain chemistry and we have scent. But what about the situation you're in? Could your surroundings actually trick you into feeling attracted to someone? The answer is a resounding yes. And it's a phenomenon psychologists call the misattribution of arousal. This theory suggests that when you're in a situation that gets your heart pumping, your brain can get confused about the source of that arousal. It might misinterpret the physiological symptoms of fear, excitement, or anxiety as signs of romantic attraction. The classic study on this was conducted on 2 bridges. One was a high, wobbly, and frankly terrifying suspension bridge, while the other was a low, sturdy, and safe bridge. An attractive female researcher approached men on both bridges and asked them to fill out a questionnaire, giving them her phone number afterward, just in case they had any questions. The results were striking. The men who were approached on the scary bridge were significantly more likely to call the researcher later. Why? Their hearts were already pounding from the fear of being on a high, unstable bridge. Their brains misinterpreted this physiological arousal as intense attraction to the researcher. They thought, "Wow, my heart is racing. I must be really into this person," when in reality, they were just scared of falling. This effect isn't just limited to scary bridges. It can happen in all sorts of thrilling situations. Ever been on a date to a theme park and felt a special connection after riding a roller coaster? Or felt sparks fly while watching a horror movie together? That's the misattribution of arousal at play. The adrenaline rush from the ride or the jump scares in the movie gets tangled up with your feelings for the person you're with, amplifying your sense of attraction. It's a fascinating quirk of our psychology where our brain takes a shortcut and says, heart-pounding experience plus attractive person must equal love. So next time you're planning a first date, maybe choose an activity that gets the blood flowing. It might just give you a scientific advantage. Now let's talk about something that might sound a little controversial, but is a well-documented biological phenomenon: the Coolidge effect. This effect describes the tendency for males, and to some extent females, to show renewed sexual interest whenever a new potential partner is introduced. The name comes from an old, probably apocryphal story about U.S. President Calvin Coolidge and his wife visiting a poultry farm. As the story goes, Mrs. Coolidge noticed a rooster mating very frequently and asked the farmer about it. The farmer proudly said, "This rooster can perform dozens of times a day." Mrs. Coolidge quipped, "Please tell that to the president." When the president heard this, he asked the farmer, "Does the rooster mate with the same hen every time?" The farmer replied, "Oh no, Mr. President, a different hen every single time." The president then said, "Please tell that to Mrs. Coolidge." Jokes aside, this effect is very real and has been observed across many species, including humans. What's the science behind it? It all comes back to our favorite neurochemical, dopamine. When you are with a long-term partner, the novelty wears off, and the dopamine response can become less intense over time. However, the introduction of a new novel partner can trigger a massive spike in dopamine, reigniting that feeling of excitement and motivation. From an evolutionary perspective, this makes sense. For males, this drive for novelty could increase the chances of fathering more offspring. For females, being receptive to new partners could potentially lead to securing a better provider or stronger genes. It's a biological mechanism that promotes genetic diversity. Of course, in human relationships, things are far more complex than simple biology. We have love, commitment, and emotional bonds that go far beyond the Coolidge effect. But understanding this biological underpinning can help explain why novelty and new experiences are often so important for keeping the spark alive in long-term relationships. It's not about seeking new partners, but about creating new and exciting experiences together to keep that dopamine flowing. Trying new things, going on adventures, and breaking routines can help counteract this effect and maintain that sense of excitement and attraction over the long haul. So when we look at the whole picture, from the initial chemical flood in your hypothalamus to your nose sniffing, out genetic compatibility, the way your environment can trick your brain, and the biological drive for novelty, it's clear that attraction is an incredibly complex dance between chemistry, psychology, and biology. That feeling of a magical connection isn't just magic. It's a sophisticated system honed by millions of years of evolution to ensure the survival and propagation of our species. It's a beautiful, intricate process that starts with a single glance and can lead to the most profound connections in our lives. Is it pure chemistry, or is it your brain just playing some clever tricks on you? The truth is, it's a little bit of both. It's a testament to how wonderfully complex we are as biological beings. What do you think? Have you ever experienced the misattribution of arousal on a date? Or maybe you have a story about an instant, unexplainable connection with someone. We would love to hear your thoughts and stories in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into the science of our hearts and minds, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more fascinating insights into the world around us. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.